Let me ask you something. In 2022, before the World Cup started, if I told you that a team from Africa would beat Spain, knock out Portugal, stop Cristiano Ronaldo, and reach the semi-finals, would you have believed me? Nobody did. Not a single expert. Not a single analyst. Morocco were ranked 22nd in the world. They had no superstar striker, no Mbappe, no Benzema, no Haaland, and they still did it. They became the first African team and the first Arab team in the history of football to reach a World Cup semi-final. In the next 12 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why Morocco might be the most dangerous team at this entire World Cup, and why every single big nation should be terrified of drawing them. Let's get into it. To understand why Morocco are dangerous, you need to understand where they came from. For decades, African teams at the World Cup followed the same story. Amazing individual players, great talent, but they would always collapse in the big moments. Tactics falling apart, players arguing, managers losing control. Morocco changed that story completely in 2022 under manager Walid Regragui. He built something rare, a team that plays as a unit, not 11 individuals, one machine. But here's the twist that nobody expected. Just 3 months before this World Cup, Regragui resigned. Gone. The man who built everything, who created the system, who took them to the semi-finals, walked away. Most teams fall apart completely when this happens. Remember what happened to France after Didier Deschamps took a break. Remember Argentina's chaos between managers. Morocco didn't fall apart. And the reason why tells you everything about this team. They replaced Regragui with Mohamed Ouabi, a 49-year-old coach who has never managed a senior national team before. On paper, that sounds like panic, like chaos. But look at what Ouabi actually did. He took Morocco's U20 team and won the U20 World Cup in 2025. He beat Argentina, the reigning senior World Cup champions, 2-0 in the final. With teenagers and his first match in charge of the senior team, Morocco beat Madagascar 5-0 last week. This is not a team in crisis. This is a team that has a system so strong it survives even when the manager changes. That is genuinely terrifying. Okay, let's talk about how Morocco actually play, because this is where it gets really interesting. Morocco line up in a 4-1-4-1, but that number tells you nothing. Every team has a formation number. What matters is what they do with it. Think of Morocco's system like a trap. Not an aggressive trap, a patient one. When the other team has the ball, Morocco do something that most top teams are too arrogant to do. They invite pressure. They sit back deliberately. They form 2 very tight lines of 4 players each. The midfield 4 and the defensive 4. Every gap in the center is covered. Every passing lane through the middle is blocked. You cannot play through them. You cannot play between the lines. So what do? You go wide. You try the flanks. And that is exactly where Morocco want you to go. Because when you go wide, Morocco press you immediately. The wide midfielder sprints out. The fullback pushes up. Suddenly, you have 2 Morocco players surrounding one of yours. In a terrible position. Near the touchline, you either lose the ball there, or you panic and play backwards. This is what happened to Spain in 2022. Spain had 75% of the ball. 75%. That means Morocco had the ball only 25% of the time, and still won. Because possession means nothing if you cannot create with it. Morocco's trap made Spain's possession completely useless. Spain kept the ball, but went absolutely nowhere with it. This is the system Uabi has kept exactly the same. The trap is still there. The two banks of four, the patience, the discipline, and now they've added something extra on top of it. This is where Morocco become truly dangerous. The trap wins you the ball. But what do you do with it once you have it? In 2022, Morocco were great defensively, but limited in attack. They were hard to beat, but sometimes hard to watch. They relied on individual moments to score. In 2026, they have weapons that are genuinely world-class. Weapon number 1. Achraf Hakimi. Hakimi is Morocco's captain. He plays right back. But calling him a right back is like calling a Ferrari a car. Technically true, but massively underselling it. Hakimi is arguably the best attacking fullback on the planet right now. He won the Champions League with PSG this season. He was named Africa's best player. He has 95 caps for Morocco and has been their most dangerous player in every single big tournament. Here is what makes him special. When Morocco are defending, he is in the defensive line. Disciplined, focused, a proper defender. The moment Morocco win the ball back, he explodes forward. Within 4 seconds of winning possession, Hakimi can be 40 meters up the pitch. He runs like a winger, crosses like a winger, scores like a winger, but he started the move as a defender. This transition from defending to attacking in seconds is impossible to stop if you don't see it coming. And most teams don't see it coming. Weapon number 2. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz was born in Spain. He plays for Real Madrid. He could have chosen Spain, one of the best national teams in the world. He chose Morocco. And at AFCON 2025, he showed exactly why Morocco were right to want him. He scored 5 goals in 5 games and became the first player in an AFCON history to score in every single group stage match and then keep scoring in the knockout rounds. He plays in the spaces between the lines, the half spaces, the areas where defenders don't know who should mark him. He drops deep, turns quickly, and creates problems that the opposition's tactical plan simply didn't prepare for. Weapon number 3. Sofiane Amrabat. Amrabat plays the single pivot, the one midfielder sitting in front of the defense. His job is to break up play, win the ball, and immediately give it to someone dangerous. He is the engine that connects the defensive trap to the attacking transition. Win the ball, give it to Hakimi, give it to Diaz, give it to El Khanous. In 2022, at the World Cup, Amrabat was so good that Manchester United paid big money to sign him. He is now back in top form at Real Betis and coming into this tournament as one of the best defensive midfielders in the world. Now, here is where it gets really interesting. Because Morocco's group is not easy. Group C, Morocco face Brazil on June 13th in New Jersey, then Scotland on June 17th, then Haiti on June 21st. Brazil, the most famous football nation on earth, 5-time World Cup winners, the most searched football team globally. Most people see this draw and say, Morocco are in trouble. I see it differently, and here is why. Brazil love to have the ball. They build possession. They play through the thirds. They create through combinations in tight spaces. Sound familiar? That is exactly what Spain did in 2022. And Morocco handled Spain perfectly. Think about it. Brazil push forward with the ball. Morocco sit in their 2 lines. Brazil cannot find gaps in the middle. They go wide. Morocco press. Brazil lose the ball. And then, Hakimi is already running. I am not saying Morocco will definitely beat Brazil. Brazil have world-class players who can win games individually. But I am saying this: Morocco's system is specifically designed to neutralize exactly what Brazil want to do. If Morocco can survive, Brazil, Scotland, and Haiti are very winnable, and a team that finishes top of Group C goes into the knockouts as a genuine dark horse for the tournament. Let me bring this all together. Morocco are not the most talented squad at this World Cup. They do not have the biggest names. They will not have the most possession in any match. But in tournament football, where one mistake ends your entire World Cup, Morocco are built perfectly. They don't make mistakes defensively. They showed that by conceding just 1 goal in 8 qualifying matches. 8 wins. 8 clean sheets, basically. Against African opposition, yes, but a team that doesn't concede does not suddenly start conceding at the World Cup. They have individual quality in key positions. Hakimi, Diaz, Amrabat, who can win games by themselves when the system creates the opportunity. And they have something that money cannot buy. They have belief. They know they reached the semi-final in 2022. They know they are capable. They are not intimidated by Brazil or France or anyone else. In 2022, the world was shocked by Morocco. In 2026, the world has been warned. The only question is whether the big teams have been paying attention. Drop a comment below. Do you think Morocco can go further than 2022? Can they actually win this World Cup? I read every single comment, and I will reply. And if you want me to break down Brazil's tactical plan next, and why they might be more vulnerable than people think, subscribe right now.